many countries already providing booster doses against COVID-19, voices have been raised in Nepal too amid the threat from the new variant Omicron. The government has now begun preparing to manage booster doses for citizens who have already received both the doses of COVID-19 vaccines. Meanwhile, experts have urged the government to remain vigilant regarding the new variant as Nepal is at high risk due to its open borders. Good morning, I'm Sarah Chitrakar and these are the headlines of the hour. Justices and law practitioners boycott the Chief Justice, affecting the formation of the Constitutional Bench and the function of the Judicial Council. The government starts legwork to provide booster dose against COVID-19. 8.3 million doses of vaccine remain in stock, while only 28.6% of the population have received the second dose. Pope Francis denounces the treatment of migrants by European countries, calls the neglect of migrants shipwreck of civilization. And Taekwondo player Palesha Govardhan bags gold at the Asian Youth Para Games being played in Bahrain. Nepal clinched 3 medals at the Games. Indra Bahadur Bania has been elected as Nepali Congress Bagmati president from the ongoing provincial convention of the party. Bania defeated the leadership faction candidate Jagdishwar Narsingh Kesi by 158 votes. None of the 3 contestants, Indra Bania, Kesi and Bhimsen Das Pradhan, had managed to secure at least 51% of the total votes, which pushed the election to second round. Indra Bania secured 1,085 votes against Kesi's 927 votes. Bania had the support of Pradhan in the second round of the election. Meanwhile, in Lumbini leadership panels, Amar Singh Pun has emerged victorious with 852 votes against his rival Bharat Kumar Shah's 767 votes. Likewise, in Province 1 leadership factions, Uddhav Thapa has clinched the provincial president, garnering 844 votes against his rival Gururaj Khimire's 842 votes. In Sudur Pashchim, Bir Bahadur Balayar from the leadership faction won with 688 votes, defeating his contestant Narayan Datta Mishra, who secured 280 votes. Lalit Chand Shahi was elected the provincial president in Karnali province, while Shukra Raj Sharma of leadership faction won in Gandaki province. With this, the election for the provincial president has concluded, barring in province 2, where the election is yet to be held. The Supreme Court has resumed its regular work with the implementation of drawing lots to allocate benches. However, law practitioners have continued with their protest programs demanding for the resignation of Chief Justice Cholendra Samsher Rana. Justices at the Apex Court have agreed to resume hearings with the precondition that they would not share the bench with the Chief Justice. The given scenario has largely affected the formation of the Constitutional Bench and the function of the Judicial Council. We have more in this report.
Constitutionally, the Chief Justice leads the Constitutional Bench. However, justices are not ready to share benches with the Chief Justice, while the Nepal Bar Association has also decided to boycott the benches, including the Chief Justice. Given this scenario, hearings of many high-profile cases, including the case related to the appointment of officials at the Constitutional Council, is certain to be affected. Likewise, the appointment and transfer of judges at the High, Special and other courts have also been halted. Meanwhile, even as the meeting of the Judicial Council has not been held since a long time, there is less chance for members to take part in the council meeting at the present situation. Thus, it is not easy for Chief Justice Rana to carry out his regular duties. The upcoming days in the judiciary are still uncertain, as law practitioners have denied to recognize Chief Justice Rana to the post and announced to continue with the protest programs instead.
Many countries have already begun inoculating booster doses against COVID-19 to the public. The Nepal government has also prepared to provide booster dose to individuals who have already received the second dose of a vaccine based on priority amid the possible risk of the new variant of COVID-19 Omicron. More in this report.
According to the Health Ministry, 34.1% of the population of the country has received the first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine, while 28.6% have already received the second dose. The government has already procured 27.3 million doses of vaccine, of which it has already rolled out over 19 million doses to the public so far, while 8.3 million doses are in stock. Meanwhile, the Health Ministry informed that the country will receive more than 35 million doses soon. With the availability of the vaccines, the government is thus preparing to inoculate booster doses. Nepal is at high risk of the Omicron variant, although the country has not reported a single case. Experts meanwhile say it will be too early to say that vaccines might not be effective against the new variant, as scientists are still involved in detailed studies. They have claimed that vaccines are effective to minimize the risk and added that booster doses would help those who have already received both the doses. Experts have urged the government to manage vaccines and properly monitor the flow of people at border points and implement the ban on air services effectively.
In our Public Voice segment, we had asked people in various places why have the grant programs introduced by the government failed to be farmer-friendly. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
हामी वास्तविक किसान भाटामा यो अनुदानको कुराहरू कहाँ कति आए के आए कति गए भन्ने कुरा हामीलाई खबरै आउँदैन।
नेता कार्यकर्ताहरूले सबैले बाँडेर खान्छन्, हामीलाई दिदैनन् अनि कसरी काँडो हुन्छ। वडाहरूले आफ्नो मान्छेहरूलाई छानेर दिएर हामीहरूलाई नदिएको हो कि जस्तो लाग्यो।
कागजी किसानहरूलाई मात्र परेको भएर चाहिँ हामी थिमा आउन नसकेको।
किसानहरूको चाहिँ पहुँचसम्म नपुगेको यस्तो खबरहरू चाहिँ अब नपाएको हुन्छ।
Time now for our segment, Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. Here's the question: what should be done to make provincial universities effective and up to standard? The options are A. Support from federal government, B. Include in university grant commission, and C. Effective regulation. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Let's move on to sports update.
Sports news.
Taekwondo player Palisha Govardhan has bagged gold at the Asian Youth Para Games being played in Bahrain. Palisha bagged gold in the 57 kg weight category, 44 to give Nepal its third medal of the Games. Palisha defeated Iranian contestant Ibrahimi Roja with a comfortable scoreline reading 6-0. This is the highest ever medal won by a Nepali athlete at Para Games. Likewise, Srijana Ghising won a silver while Bishal Gurbaz won a bronze for Nepal. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good day.